So obviously, the Counter-Strike 2 community has been pretty negative throughout the history of Counter-Strike 2. It's a little bit less than a year old, and the release of the game was lackluster. A lot of people still have so many issues with the game's playability and anti-cheat, and people want this feature and that feature that's missing, or this new thing they wish they had, or blah, blah, blah. There's just been a ton of negativity. But there's actually been, under the radar, a lot of good news and a lot of good things happening lately. And in this video today, I wanted to highlight some of the main positive news that we've seen over the past couple of weeks, and obviously get excited because positive things happening, whether it's for the game or the esports or the markets or whatever, are all good for the markets in general, because the more good news we have, the more players we have coming to the game, the more positive things we have going forward in the future, that's going to help item prices in the long term. So obviously this is directly tied to CS2 investment, which is what this channel is all about. But first, just want to mention real quick, my cash trading business. If you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items and turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, you should definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. We're buying pretty much anything and everything for the right price. So if you're looking to cash out or looking to help support me and my channel, my content, hit me up and we can probably get a deal done. I'd appreciate that a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this today. And we're starting off with this. Some of the craziest news that's coming out over the past couple of weeks, that Counter-Strike 2 is the most profitable game on Steam. Now, that is not the crazy part. That is not the crazy news. What is, I think, the most interesting part here is that Valve has made over $610 million with CS2 in the first half of 2024, which is over 5 times the amount of Dota 2. I don't know why Osni decided to throw that in, but here's that actual list. It's probably going to be really small, but you should still be able to see it. This is the first 6 months of 2024. Now, again, take this information with a grain of salt. There's almost certainly no way it's 100% accurate. This is coming from Games Discover Co. I don't know how they got this information or whatever, but these are at least the numbers that are being tossed around. Haven't really seen this, refuted too much anywhere, and the numbers seem at least somewhat realistic. But Counter-Strike 2 sitting at the top with 610 million, Helldivers 2, Pal World, PUBG, Apex, Baldur's Gate, Dota 2, Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring, and Destiny 2 rounding out the top 10 there. But yes, Counter-Strike 2 being obviously the mega cash cow. And there's a couple main takeaways. Some people have said, this is really bad news for Counter-Strike 2 because the CS2 devs know they don't have to do anything, and CS2 is going to continue to pump out $1 billion a year. But I would also say that this is a very, very good time, because this is in a year where, a 6-month period where nothing crazy has come out for CS2. Yes, we did have the Kilowatt case, and yes, we did have the Copenhagen stickers, but again, the Kilowatt case wasn't insanely received. It had Kukri knives as the gold. It's not like some insane knife that people are really opening a ton of cases to go after. The Copenhagen stickers were not that well received by the company. It's not like the Dreams and Nightmares case. It's not like the Paris stickers or anything like that. We got kind of a mid case. We got mid stickers, and still we got no operation, no really big new content, no major cash cow. And again, the community sentiment is really down on Counter-Strike right now, but still they were able to make $610 million in the first 6 months. Now, again, there's some people being negative about that. I would see it as a big positive. I would think this motivates Valve to see, damn, this is what we can do without even, putting too much crazy. What if we start doing some big stuff? What if we actually get to the good stuff that we've, start fulfilling some of the promises and everything that we've led from CS2? What is the big potential here? Yeah, we can try and create another game that's going to be this big cash cow, but why try and reinvent a whole new game, brand, and community when we can just, bank off of the success of CS2? So I do hope that this motivates them and makes them, really focus on Counter-Strike 2 going forward in the future, because this is Counter-Strike's lead on everything else Steam has going on without any big things. So imagine what CS2 can look like when some crazy stuff does come out. Other people are saying, now imagine what your game will generate if you hire 10 to 20 more devs to work on the game itself, operation maps, game modes, cases, whatever, man. And what's funny here is Miwo, I don't know how you say this guy's name, he said they did hire more people, about 20 more since 2020, but it's unknown where they went, which is actually pretty funny. So that is some good news. I do think the fact that CS2 is making so much money, I'm positive, I'm optimistic about that. I do think that's going to motivate Valve and show them the huge opportunity and potential with CS2, but it also just shows how crazy and how much money there is in this whole thing, which means CS2 isn't going to die, which is also should give you confidence and safety in your long-term CS2 investments, because, hey, something making that much money, it's going to be around. Valve's going to be at the very least motivated to keep it alive and keep it going. Now, we also just recently had IEM Cologne 2024. Arrow tweeting about this, going there, having his experience there. He said IEM Cologne was absolutely incredible. First time out of the United States, and it couldn't have been better. Thanks to everyone who asked for pictures. Still feels unreal. Crazy how yapping about CS skins led to me traveling the world. So obviously very, very big tweet, and somebody saying they had an amazing experience there. Price Empire tweets out, congrats to Team Vitality for winning IEM Cologne 2024. Obviously that awesome final of Vitality against Navi, I believe. You can see the crowd there. The energy just looks electric. electric. Everything looks crazy. Very, very close series between Vitality and Navi. Just a ton of maps, overtimes, everything you could possibly hope for. And the big thing here is that I Am Cologne was the first non-major CS2 event to reach a 1 million peak in viewership. This is from Osni. Here's what that looked like. 1.05 million viewer peak for that Navi versus Vitality final. Average views around 277K. And again, this is not even a major. So to me, this shows great signs for where the CS2 community is at this point. Again, whatever your takes on the game are, or whatever, however good or bad you think the game is, that's fine. But the Counter-Strike 2 community and the Counter-Strike community in general always shows out, and it's actually growing. Viewership does seem to be continuing to grow, even though we had this like COVID boom and then kind of this post-COVID slump. Things are trending up in the right direction. People are really excited about Counter-Strike. I know, so many people wish the game was in a better state because they love Counter-Strike so much, but they are still showing up to events and watching this thing in big numbers. And again, as the esport grows, that's going to be good for the game. That's going to be good for the items. That's going to be good for the economy, because guess what? People see their favorite players make some crazy play and they want to go buy the new AK skin. They want to go buy the new op skin. They want to use the knife that Simple used. They want to use the gloves that Zywoo used in the finals and stuff like that. That's going to get them into this whole ecosystem, and it's going to mean good things for everybody. But yeah, this is very, very crazy. So obviously the fact that CS2 is making a ton of money, I think is a good sign. The fact that I Am Cologne went absolutely bonkers and broke 1 million peak viewers, that's crazy. That's awesome. That is great news. That is something to be excited about. And then finally this, player numbers going burr. CS2 tweets this out. We did get to this 24-hour peak of 1.4 million players. And again, yes, the summer we did get a little bit of a lull. June and July, we did get a little bit of a downward trend in players. But again, throughout the year of 2024, we are up from where we were in December of 2023. We're up from where we were in January of 2024. And the player numbers are starting to trend upwards again. Yes, the summer is generally slow. People are getting outside. People are going on vacation. People aren't at school. The weather's nice. You're doing stuff outside. You're not playing video games as much or staying inside as much. But now it's August. It's almost September. It's starting to get to fall. School's back in session. People are having, not on vacation, stuff like that. They're at home. They have PC time. People are going to start playing this game again. And obviously, I Am Cologne had a big thing to do with this as well. Like I said, when esport events go well, it inspires people to play the game and get on and do all that cool stuff. So this is another great sign to see that the player base numbers are trending up again. Jesus tweets out, barely any updates, some serious bugs, community that hates the game, but the player numbers are going back up. And you can see here, this was as of August 18th, that we had a 2% gain in players in the past 30 days. We're up 18,000 for the average. And again, that peak of 1.4 million is absolutely crazy. And like I said, we've seen good increases from the beginning of the year. So again, we have viewership for esports events looking really good. We have the player numbers going up, and we still have the Shanghai major to look forward to at the end of 2024, which again is going to bring, I think, some absolutely insane viewership with it going off in China. It's going to bring a whole new, fan base hopefully to the game and put a ton of new eyeballs on this thing. We know the Chinese, they love their skins. They love to flex. They love, throwing crazy amounts of money and stuff that's going to help the markets. And I do think it's going to see a nice little player base boom because it's coming at the perfect time. A major in December. The winter months are so great for gaming. They're so great for esports. They're so great for people having extra money to throw at stuff. So this ultimately leads me to why saying right now, it's a great time to be buying stuff because we have so many things to look forward. I don't know when Valve's going to put out the next big update or when some crazy, anti-cheat or operation or whatever is coming, but I do know that we've had a little bit of lull over the summer, but we have I Am Cologne already showing us that people are getting excited about Counter-Strike once again. Player numbers are trending back up, and we know that this big stuff's coming towards the end of the year, so now seems like a really great time, in my opinion, to be buying up Counter-Strike items, your favorite items, whatever it is. If you're a case investor, a patch investor, an agent, gloves, knives, whatever, I do think the market is going to have a very, very nice run to end 2024, and I think we're going to carry that momentum hopefully into 2025 and beyond. I think it's going to be a great time. Again, there is plenty of reasons to be pessimistic and complain and bitch about Valve and whatever, and that's fine, but I'm more of an optimistic person, and I do see the good news going on in the community right now. So many good signs, so many things trending in the right direction. Are things perfect? No. Does Valve need to do better? Yes, absolutely. But there are some good things going on right now that get me excited and get me excited about the markets, and think there is definitely some money to be made here. Price Empire, they tweet out since the CS2 call to arms update on February 6th. Again, this is when they decided to drop the kilowatt case on us and allow the crafting where you could move around the stickers, 5x crafts, all that good stuff. The market has been slowly trending back up. The sticker update may have saved our market. And yeah, you can see here, obviously, since back then in February, the market is definitely up. Things have been going good. The CS2 item market cap is up about 20% since that update. So that's obviously a great sign. And again, this was without any major new content or anything crazy coming out from Valve, and they still have the potential to drop some craziness on us at any time. But even without all that stuff, the community is still staying strong and growing and showing out, which is a great sign. And I think, like I said, there's a million reasons to be pessimistic, but you should be optimistic as well. And I, for one, am putting my money where my mouth is. Again, I'm staying invested in these markets, and I think it's going to pay dividends over the next couple of years. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.